Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Channel. Hey, y'all. We are live. How is everybody doing? Y'all know I don't go live that much, but I'm trying to be better about it. So I wanted to jump on here, y'all, and I'm actually streaming from my other channel. For those of y'all that may not know, I do have a backup channel, and it is Lakeisha TV. So sometime I post stuff from this channel over there, and y'all can see my room is a little messy, but it is what it is. So I wanted to jump on here, y'all, because we were talking about the situation with Porsha and Nene. And for all of y'all that know, I had did a video and I had talked about the situation with Porsha and Nene. And honestly, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't think I prefer one lady over the other, but just seeing, from what Nene posted, and when Nene posted, honestly, at first I thought it was maybe a hoax and that they were going to come on and say it was a bad joke. But then when I went back, y'all, and I watched those pictures of, I shouldn't say pictures, but I watched, the pictures and the videos of Nene and Porsha hanging out. I was like, what part am I missing here? Because if I'm uncomfortable with a person, I'm not comfortable enough to hang out with the person, but I can't work with them. Like, what is that? And if that were the case, and this is supposed to be your sis, as you say, why is it that you went to a production company to tell the production company that you don't feel comfortable working with this person? So I went back and I was like, let me do, research. And I went to look up the, the videos and stuff. And I was like, y'all, this is seeming a little bit weird. Now, if y'all recall, Nene had came out and said, and I'm sure y'all know this already, Nene had came out and said that she had been blacklisted by the network. And that always stuck in my mind of, the situation with Nene. And we all know, what happened with Nene saying that she wasn't able to get a job and things of that nature. But it just seemed to me that, when Porsha got this grand opportunity with Bravo, that now all of a sudden her and Nene is into it. And it honestly reminded me of the situation with her and Kandi. Now, I've watched Real Housewives from episode 1, and I've never missed one. If I did, I just went back and watched it. Y'all know how you can go back and watch it. But if you guys recall, when Kandi started, and I just want to talk about the Kandi situation to kind of tie into what I'm talking about with Porsha. When Kandi showed up on season 2 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all know her and Nene, had that situation where, Kandi was like, I'm going to be blowing up on your ass, if y'all remember that. So they got into it then. And it seems like from then, they were never really able to get back on a good foot. But if you guys understand, and you should probably know this from watching any reality show, it's always an issue with the girl that's been on the show for the longest, and then the popular girl, and then the other girls trying to, what y'all want to say, dethrone her or whatever. But it kind of reminded me of the situation with Kandi. And I guess I can't say I don't like Kandi, but it just seems like even when Candy got to be the number one housewife, and when I say number one, I always felt like Candy was number one just because she had been there the longest. Candy has definitely had some great storylines, but I feel like at some point it faded away. I feel like same thing with Nene. Nene hasn't always had the greatest storyline, but it was just something about Nene that just kept the show interesting, which I didn't see that with Candy. So I just kind of felt like, with the situation with Porsha, it just seemed like it was more to the story. And then if y'all recall, Porsha never came out to say that it was a lie. Like she never, it's been what, a week now? She's never come out to say nothing. So I'm just like, girl, what's really going on? And y'all seem to, be interested. So I was like, I want to come on here and talk about it. So yeah, that was pretty much my take. Now, I know some of y'all was in the comments like, y'all were saying things like, Candy, she doesn't say things about people unless they talk about her. So I have to disagree with that. And I'm speaking more so from um with Candy being on the show and Nene being off the show. Now, I don't recall Nene saying much of anything about Candy since, she's been off the show. If you guys recall, Nene's her husband died. So I thought that she had been pretty much quiet. But if you guys even recall, Candy was taking shots at Nene, basically saying, like, girl, I got a peach and you don't. So it's been a lot of stuff that's been said. And I'm gonna refresh y'all memory because y'all be forgetting stuff. So let me bring up some stuff here to kind of refresh y'all memory here. Give me a moment. Y'all know I don't really do lives, but I'm gonna get better at it here. Just give me a moment. Oh, not that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna bring up some videos here that I got. I'm here just listening while folding. He said folding your laundry. I know, and y'all see I got my robe on because I'm like, you know what? I wanted to jump on live, but a lot of times I be busy, and I still wanted to jump on here and talk about it here. Okay, give me a minute, y'all. But yeah, that was pretty much my take on it. That was pretty much my take on the situation with Candy and the Nene situation. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. And when the computer be acting. Okay. So I'm gonna bring up some videos, y'all, just to kind of refresh y'all memory. Okay. All right, y'all. This computer is taking forever. All right. I'm gonna bring this up. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Okay. All right, y'all. Just give me a moment. I'm here just okay, folding laundry. All right, y'all. I'm gonna give me a minute here, y'all. Give me a minute. Give me a second. This is why I don't like doing lives. Lives be something else. All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna bring up this thing. I keep forgetting because I had to. Oh boy. So wait a minute. While I'm doing that, does anybody want to come up? Y'all got something to say? What do y'all want to do? I'm looking for some specific videos. Of course, it seems like when you go on live, everything wants to go crazy. That's why I don't like going live, y'all. But anybody want to come up? What do y'all think about the the Nene Leaks and the Porsha situation? Do y'all feel like Andy Cohen is involved? Again, like I originally stated, it just seemed like after Porsha got this huge opportunity that now her and Nene has a problem with each other. And what I want to stress about as well is Porsha not only is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, now she has other opportunities. So other opportunities can mean like a spinoff, spinoff shows. If you guys recall, Porsha did, have the Porsha Family Matters, which was a total flop. But again, they're opening her up to other opportunities. Now, what I want to mention too is a lot of y'all was like, Nene had a nasty attitude. So I wouldn't say that she had the greatest attitude, but if y'all have watched any other housewife show, y'all watch those, those Caucasian women, y'all, their attitudes are not good. So when y'all say Nene's attitude was bad, now that could be true, but her attitude is no different than theirs. So I guess I don't understand why it seems like she's being so ostracized, and to be the one that actually created the show. She's the one that rounded up the girls. I just felt like how she was being treated, it was something else going on here. Because if you think about it, look how Andy has taken to his social media and talked about Candy. He's talked about all of these other housewives. What is so bad about Nene? Her attitude is honestly, to me, I mean, y'all like Kenya, right? I mean, Kenya's attitude, oh my God, like Kenya is a whole handful. I don't understand. Hopefully, this is not how she is in her real life. But for me, I just felt like that there, I don't know. Nene said it was some racism, and she claimed to have all of these video recordings of Andy, which, she obviously said she wants to release. But I feel like with that, the reason why she hasn't, because there's some legal issues. You just can't go releasing stuff, especially, depending on the state that you're in, you just can't go releasing recording. So I just feel like there's so much, that we're missing. Now with Kenya, I like Kenya. I just don't understand her angle sometimes. She comes off as a real mean person. And I know, her relationship with her mother, because she shared it, is not the greatest. But when they talk about attitudes, I'd be like, what? If y'all like Nene, if y'all don't like Nene, y'all like Kenya, because the attitudes and, Kenya attitude is a little bit off to me as well. So I just wanted to talk about that situation here. Somebody said, I love Kenya. Yeah, Kenya is, yeah, I believe the attitude that Kenya gives us on screen is not who she really is. And I feel like that's the issue too, because I feel like watching reality TV, we really should get an idea of exactly who these ladies are and be able to see who they really are. I feel like Kenya does not give us who she really is in real life. I believe that when she's on the show, she gives us drama because that is what she think we want to see. And I, for one, I don't mind the drama, but here's my issue with it. It got to be balanced out. Like, you can't have so much drama so it just doesn't make sense. Keep in mind, these women are in their late 40s, which me too. So when I watch it, I don't want to see drama all the time, because I feel like that does not really mimic my life. Obviously, dealing with a bunch of females, there will be an element of drama, but when there's consistent, stupid drama back to back, it seems manufactured and it seems fake and phony, is what I get from Kenya. So I feel like somebody said 50s. Right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Some of them, yeah, Kenya is. I think Kenya is in her 50s, which is even worse, because like I said, I'm in my late 40s, and I'm like, some of the drama is way too much for me. So I have to totally agree. And that is like my only thing with Kenya. But what do y'all think, with regards to, I really wanted to talk about the situation with Porsha and Nene. Do y'all feel like the situation with Porsha and Nene, do y'all think that that's real? Well, I believe that it's real, but do you guys think that it stems from something with regards to a bigger picture? And the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because why all of a sudden after Porsha gets this big, deal that she's doing with Bravo, NBC, and Universal, now she's not messing with Nene no more. And now, as Nene told us before, she felt like she was being blacklisted. Then Porsha goes to the production company and said, I don't want to work with her. Why didn't Porsha just not show up or just reach out to them and say, I don't want to do it, I changed my mind? Why did she have to say that about Nene, being that Nene has already felt like she has been blacklisted? So I felt like Porsha saying that, I felt like that was a deeper, thing, that something else was actually going on with regards to what we were being told. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that there is a bigger thing here going on with regards to Nene being blacklisted by Porsha, or do y'all think that Porsha is just an idiot? And Porsha is just an idiot. I can say that she is, but I just felt like that there was something else going on with that. That was just my take on it with regards to the issue with her and Nene. I just felt like it was so manufactured here. I hate YouTube sometimes. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Y'all was having so much to say about the video. Y'all quiet now, child. Something is going on with them too. Not sure what it is. Well, you know what? There was the thing with Porsha's husband, right? And I feel like with that, I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, especially for a real adult, like, do y'all really get mad if somebody you don't like or somebody you into it with, another person is friends with them? I think that's really childish, first of all, because if you think about it, what Nene had stated was when she reached out to Porsha and said, girl, like, what's going on? Why did you tell the network that? Porsha actually stated to her that you're pretty much taking Simon's side. And there was a lot of, stuff that had came out about that because people were saying that Porsha was allegedly cheating. Well, here's the deal. For me with that particular situation, even if Nene was still talking to Simon, I believe what it is her boyfriend is still friends with Simon. What does Porsha and Simon's business have to do with Nene? So I think that's very immature and that's kind of stupid for Porsha to feel like Nene has something to do with her and her husband, because y'all know how that go. Relationships come and go. People will get into it and then they'll be back together. And then if you go involve yourself, now they don't want to mess with you. So I feel like that, by Porsha saying you picked a side, I don't understand what she means, because again, that's a husband and a wife situation. Don't nobody want to have a part of that. So I feel like the reason that she gave Nene as it relates to why she really not messing with her is really stupid, because Nene don't got nothing to do with no grown person's business. Kathy Smith, Porsha signed an exclusive contract with Bravo. She most likely didn't get approval to be on a Netflix. With that being said, Porsha shouldn't. Yeah, yeah, she should have just told them she was unavailable. And you know what? I get what you're saying, Kathy, but the issue here is she went and told the people that she didn't want to work with Nene. So she should have left that part out. Now, her signing whatever exclusive, whatever she's doing with Bravo, she should have just not did it. But what she did was told them that she didn't want to work with Nene. So that was her reason for not doing it, because she said she didn't want to work with Nene. So I'm just like, what does that have to do with it? And what I was saying is, Nene said that she reached out to her because before she went on live, she reached out to Porsha and said, girl, what's going on? I didn't know that you didn't want to work with me. And instead of Porsha responding to what Nene asked her, what Porsha did was basically said, you're taking Simon's side. So she really never gave her an answer, which was a clear indication that, girl, you threw me under the bus on purpose. Yeah, it was not needed to throw Nene under the bus. Porsha was trying to. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I feel like Andy got something to do with it. That is exactly what I'm saying. I feel like this whole situation that Porsha is doing is to get in the good graces with Andy. And I have always felt like Andy was the sole contributor to all of this stuff that's happening to Nene. And Nene has stated that. She stated that that it's Andy. And that's why I, originally stated that Andy gave Nene basically no farewell. And if that's how he, tell the housewives bye, that's fine. But if you guys see, he gave Candy all of these cahoots and all of this different things. So it was just like, wow, he goes to this length for Candy, but they ain't do nothing for Nene. Nene has never even been invited to BravoCon. So you can just see the difference. The difference is, it's astounding. Like, dang, they really, they really treating her like that. And I wanted to address, y'all was like, people were saying, Nene got a nasty attitude. I mean, I'm not going to say she got the best attitude. I don't know, but none of them do. Like, which housewife don't have a nasty attitude? Like, even if you guys go back to Candy, who Candy ended up being is not who she started off being. So y'all got to go back and look. So when y'all say Nene got a nasty attitude, yeah, but all of them do. Andy is a Gemini, baby. You got to leave them people. You said you got to leave them people alone. What you mean, princess? You said Andy is a Gemini, baby. You got to leave them people alone. Yeah, I don't know, but it just seems like, it's more to this story. And it just seems like, I mean, I'm like believing what Nene said. It just seems like Andy is trying to throw this girl under the bus. He's trying to stop her from working. It just seems like it's more to this story. And I just don't understand, being that, what a lot of the other housewives have done, they have not, like, even not Porsha, even Kenya, if y'all remember when last season was wrapping, Kenya had an issue saying that they wasn't showcasing her salon, which I want to say, y'all, is a real lie, because Kenya is out here advertising a salon that's not even open. I just passed there the other day. It's not that far from my house. That fucking place is not open. And if you guys watch Michelle Alien, she went and it was closed. We have it was another content creator that went last year and it was closed. So Kenya is, she be with these storylines and they be not true. So Kenya had went on this tirade last year, basically saying that they didn't showcase her business. And I believe that they didn't showcase it because they know it was fake and it wasn't open. Now, I'm not saying that she's not going to open it, but I think what Kenya was trying to do, and she stated this before, that she was trying to get the advertising behind it. So I think what she's trying to do is she wants to showcase it on Bravo so that she get people that's really interested, and then she can open and be, have an influx of, people. Well, all small business owners, we know it don't work like that. When you open a business, a lot of times it is a struggle. So it seems like Kenya doesn't want to do that. She wants to kind of open and have it take off the ground. Kathy, you must have used her products before. Kenya's products are fire. Kenya's salon will open. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think that it won't open, but I know that it's not open. So I think the issue that she was talking about with Bravo is, they wouldn't showcase it. And I think they wouldn't showcase it because they knew that it wasn't open. But I've never used her products. I've never used, I'm just not one of them people. I go out and buy all this different stuff in my hair. I stick to stuff that works for me. I have never used Kenya's products. But yeah, I don't have a doubt that her salon won't be successful. But if she better stop lying to people saying that it's open, because what she's doing is she's creating fake advertisement, because she says it's open and then people go there because they want to see, and it's not. So it's like, girl, just say that it's not open. Give a date that it's, it's gonna open, or maybe you want to create this mailing list and see, how many people you have that's actually interested. I don't know what it is, but what I was saying is Kenya basically was bashing them last season because she said they did not show her salon. And then when did she say, oh, okay, Kathy, give me a second, I'm gonna get to that. She said that they wouldn't showcase her salon. So that was one thing. And then Kenya also was upset because Kenya, I believe, wanted to have a spinoff, and she stated that Bravo wouldn't give her a spinoff. I don't know what that was all about, but I'm finna be honest. I like Kenya, but we don't, in terms of Kenya having a spinoff, who gonna be on it? Like, I mean, Brooklyn is a beautiful girl, but we don't want to keep seeing you in Brooklyn all day, girl. Like, I can understand why you didn't get the spinoff. So as far as Kenya Salon, Kathy, if you go back and watch last season episode, Kenya said that the salon was open and it wasn't. And then she said she closed it because she said it was open and it wasn't. So it was supposed to have been open last season. If you go back, Kathy, and watch an interview that she did with Carlosking, she said it was open. A YouTuber by the name of Millie Chun, I believe that's her name. She actually went there. She said that she was doing a book signing or something, and that she was coming to Georgia and she wanted to visit Kenya Salon. She went there and it was closed, and she ended up doing a video about it. And then Kenya came back and said, oh, my salon was closed because I was putting another floor in. Okay, this is how y'all notice some lies are involved. So, right. Kathy, I'm getting to that. So Kenya said she was building a second floor in the building that was in closer to Atlanta. She's not even in that building no more. So this is a whole new facility now. So originally she said it was open, which it never was. Then when, the lady went out there and did the video, she said, oh, it was closed because I'm building the second floor. Well, the location that she said she was building the second floor in, that is not the location that she's advertising now. So now she's not even in that location. She's another location. So it's a totally different location, but it's closed too. So we don't know. I don't know what's going on with Kenya. I don't know what's going on with the second floor. Obviously, she never created a second floor because she's no longer even in that location. So, but that was the story she said. She did say she was, gonna do a second floor, but subsequently it never opened, and now she's moved to a new location. So I just wanted to bring that up because those were issues that Kenya had with the network, but Kenya was allowed to air her grievances and obviously not be ostracized as if the situation with Nene. And I just feel like the way they treat Nene is bad. Yes, and that's the thing, is that Jocelyn, she did say she was doing a soft opening, but keep in mind that soft opening was only when the cameras was actually rolling. So when she did that soft opening, I don't know if that was true or just some things that a lot of times these housewives do things for the camera and it's not really real. So she did do the soft opening, and that's why the what is the girl? She's a content creator. She actually went to the salon because we all watched her do the soft opening, but the damn place wasn't open. Girl, quit playing. It was a lie. So it never opened. It was a whole lie. So yeah, that's exactly what she did, a soft opening, but it was never open. But Kenya was allowed to air her grievances out with the network, and they didn't get rid of her. I don't know. I just feel like the Nene situation, and y'all please understand, Nene is not my favorite housewife. As a matter of fact, I don't have a favorite. I think I like them all the same. I feel like some is more entertaining than others, but I also feel like some of them are more real than the others. I think what I did like about Nene Leaks is that she was who she was. Did she have a sneaky attitude sometimes? Yes, but I liked her because she presented to us exactly who she was. So that's what I liked about her. We didn't have to figure out who she was. I felt like she was exactly who she is on screen. And that's who she was. And that's what I really liked about her. What I didn't like about some of the others, I felt like they were giving us fake storylines. I felt like at times we were definitely getting hoodwinked. I.e. Kenyamoore. Now I like Kenya, but her storylines don't be adding up, honey. You've been going through a divorce for 10 years. You got married, then you got divorced. It's just these boyfriends, it ain't adding up, Kenya. They saying that you paying for, boyfriends, which I don't think she got to, but maybe she has to be able to present this, magnificent storyline that she want to show us. But yeah, that's what I did like about Nene Leaks. Now, if some of y'all want to come up, I'm going to drop the link here. I'm just trying to get it because if y'all don't know, I don't be knowing what I be doing when I go live. I'm just trying to see if I got the dang on link. Yeah, exactly. Listen, I like them all. Like, I don't have any, like I said, I just think some are more entertaining. Some of them are more entertaining. I like Drew. The thing I don't like about Drew is a liar. Like, she clearly be lying. Like, she make up a lot of the stuff. Like, I'll give y'all an example. The situation with her and her husband, and she was saying that, they were going through a divorce. That man was still living in the same house. Or I live right around the corner from them. I would see him at Kroger. Why would he be at Kroger out here? Because he's still living with her. So a lot of the times it's stuff that they be showing y'all be lies. And it is what it is. A lot of time they be lying. Oh, shucks. Wait a minute, y'all. I didn't turn on my phone. Yeah, a lot of times what they be showing y'all be a bunch of lies. And I think that's what I liked about Nene. And Greg, Nene's husband, I would see him too at Kroger around the corner because they didn't live really far from where I live. So I would see Greg and Kroger as well. Kenya is able to articulate her grievances, yes, a little bit better than Nene. Not to take away from Nene's experience. Yes, I get it. Yeah, I have to agree with you. Kenya definitely is able to articulate it better than Nene. You are so, I have to agree with you on that. I believe, I honestly believe, and I don't really like to say this because by me being a Black woman, I have experienced, racism. Like, I mean, come on now. You never experienced racism. Okay, let me be you for a couple of days. But what I can say when I hear, a Black person say they experience racism, I just want to listen. So when Nene said, all of the things that she went through, I was not one of the ones that was going to jump on the bandwagon and be like, girl, you lying. You just mad. So I feel like too, a lot of it with Nene is the way that she presented herself. A lot of times when you are emotional, it's best to, sit there in your emotions until you are ready to talk without coming across so bitter. Because here's the issue: when you mad and you bitter and you think that you finna say all that you got to say, nobody is listening. Like, honestly, nobody is truly listening. And I feel like with Nene, she was very angry. She was, a little bit very bitter for, and all of, her anger and bitterness could have been valid, but I think it came off so ugly that she was not her. So I definitely have to agree with you on that. I feel like a lot of what Nene went through was definitely a result of the way that she handled it. So I definitely have to agree with that. And I think part of that too was when Nene started the Housewives, and she talked about that. Nene just started the Housewives. Like, she never had media training. She didn't go through any of that. She's probably went through it now since everything, had went to shit, with her in the network. But she said that she never had any of that. So she basically went from a regular person to being this huge star. So she didn't have what Kenya obviously had. Kenya was I almost said Miss America, y'all, but it's Miss USA. So, Kenya was Miss USA. So obviously she had the media training and all of that. That Kenya didn't have. I mean, that Kenya had. So obviously Kenya is going to be a better, person that can articulate and talk about the things that she's experiencing. But what do y'all think about the situation? Now, hopefully y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all been watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But what do y'all think about I mean, obviously, y'all remember the George Floyd and all of that, and they were, taken apart in, all of the, the racism and stuff that was going on, and they wanted to truly show it on TV. So what the ladies had did, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it included Nene, is they said that they went to the network and they was, telling the network that they wanted these specific things to be done to actually, kind of, how do I want to say it? Like combat racism. And they felt like, they were Black women. They wanted to, uplift Black businesses. And they said they came up with this list. All of them together came up with a list. They said Candy went back behind their backs before they could actually meet with the network together, that Candy went behind their backs. Y'all, my wig finna fall off and I'm gonna pull it right back up. Sure is. But anyway, they said Candy went to the network and basically said that, so let me get it right. So Candy went to the network and took all of their grievances. And that's why y'all see, they saying that's why you kind of see Candy. She was getting a lot of the spinoffs because she represented herself as basically one of the people who could benefit from the minority, businesses, because now they can do business with her and add on her production company that she has with Todd. So they kind of felt like Candy hoodwinked them and went behind their backs and they didn't go as a group, right? What do y'all think about that? I kind of thought that was a little bit shady, by them coming up with these grievances as a group, and then Candy kind of going back behind their backs like, hey, this is what they want, this is, some of the things that they need. But what Candy did, they're saying, is she took away from it, from them as the big picture, because they were going, they were going to do the group thing. And they said Candy basically stole the opportunity from them because she kind of took the grievances to the network on her own and did not let them do it as a group. What y'all think about that? You know what? I thought about that. I really thought about that, and I believe there is some truth to that. Do you think Porsha is trying to make her storyline more exciting? I think that she is. I really believe that she is, and I'm sorry, and I believe that a lot of some of what we seeing has a lot to do with that. So I really believe it. I strongly believe. Okay, let me break this down for y'all because this is a lot. If y'all remember Housewives when Porsha was married to Cordell, y'all can go back and Google this. There was some pictures that came out about Cordell, and they said Porsha was the one that sent those pictures out. Well, here's the deal. The situation with her and Simon, they are saying that Porsha is the one that allegedly leaked his immigration information. So I do believe that some of the stuff that's going on is manufactured by Porsha. I absolutely. People were also saying that Porsha, I'm not saying that, they wasn't having problems in their marriage, but I feel like in a relationship, you have problems. Hell yeah, in a marriage, you're going to have problems. I mean, why would you think you wasn't? So I don't think that it wasn't that they wasn't having problems, but people are also saying that one of the main reasons that she filed for divorce was to also make her storyline more exciting, because if you guys recall, Simon was like, well, whichever one of y'all told Porsha to file for divorce, y'all need to be responsible for her mental health. So people are saying too that, not saying that it wasn't stuff going on with them, but I believe Porsha is so thirsty and so money hungry. I believe she would sacrifice anything for it. I feel like Porsha is one of them people that will do anything for fame. Like, it's some people that want fame so bad they'll sacrifice their mama, their daddy, they child. I think anything. I don't believe nothing is off limits with Porsha. So they are saying that a lot of the stuff that's going on with her is definitely manufactured because she wants to make her storyline more interesting. So, like, ask yourself this before you heard about Porsha signing on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did you want to watch it? Because I wasn't. I was just like, who are the new ladies? Okay. And now all of this stuff that's coming out about Porsha, the first thing coming to my mind is how much of this is going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta? So guess what? The average person, they're going to watch it because we want to know what is going to be showed on TV. So yes, I feel like a lot of this is for her storyline. Think about it. Just think about it. The stuff with Simon, it happened literally the next week when she was just in what was this? Dubai, telling us to be his peace. You gotta be your man peace. Girl, you be his peace. You just filed for divorce. You've been telling us that you found your soulmate and that we need to find somebody, girl. Bye, Porsha. So I feel like a lot of what we're looking at with Porsha is manufactured. And I believe Simon partially or wholly knows that a lot of what she doing is definitely for the cameras. Like, Porsha done been all on her social media saying she a star. Girl, you are gonna be on a reality TV show. So I mean, if you want to call it a star, so yes, I feel like it is. And then if y'all recall, so y'all got to understand too, Kandi is not on the show. Kandi took a big chunk of their money. Let's be real, just like Nene did. So Kandi took a huge amount of their money. Now, Kandi was asked to be back on the show, but if y'all watch the Carlos King interview, the Carlos King interview, Carlos said that he knew that Kandi was not going to be on the show because obviously, I guess she didn't want to. But what he also said is Kandi would have to tell y'all in what capacity she was asked to join. So Kandi was asked to join. Either she was cut episodes or she was going to be reduced to a friend. Y'all got to think about it. Kandi made a huge amount of money. So the money that Porsha wanted, she couldn't get it while Kandi was there. Kandi is no longer there. So guess what? That opens up a whole bunch of money for them to give to Porsha and also give to other people. So this is Porsha's opportunity to now make herself the number one housewife. Porsha said before, and y'all can go Google this and look it up. Porsha said that she wanted to be the number one paid housewife. That's what she stated. So I do believe a lot of this is manufactured to to basically make her storyline more interesting. But we don't know if this. I really don't believe though the situation with Nene is part of it. I believe Nene probably was a casualty of war or something, because I just don't believe that all of the stuff that Nene has went through, that she gonna basically allow Porsha to use her as a puppeteer in her mess, because this was a real situation that Nene actually went through. So why would she, you know what I mean? Why would she allow Porsha to use her like that? So I don't feel like the situation with Nene is. I do feel like the situation with her husband is though. Y'all got to take a drink. Yes, sir. I do. But yes, y'all. I probably had to come back on here a little bit later, y'all. But that's what I think. That's exactly what I think. But y'all know what though? That could never be me. They could never give me no amount of money to sacrifice my personal happiness, to uproar my life. No, I'm not doing all of that. That's just a little bit too much. But again, this is what I want to tell y'all. Y'all know what? This damn wig. See, you know what? I had my daughter to fix my hair because I got another wig in there, y'all. She played me. So I had to put this whole thing on. But anyway, let me tell y'all what I learned about Atlanta. I moved here in 2019, honey, and I originally moved to Atlanta in 2020. 2012 or 2013, and I went back home because I had a family situation. And I moved back here in 2019. And baby, when I tell you everybody is fake and phony, they want to scam all the time. Everybody, they just be lying. Like, you really gotta find you a really good group of people. Like, everybody want to be famous, everybody want to be rich. Yeah, so Porsha is definitely in that mix. She wants to be famous, and honey, she'll do anything to get it. Anything. So yeah, I believe that, you know, a lot of what she's showing us is manufactured. I believe it's definitely manufactured storyline so that we can want to watch it. I agree. Y'all got any more questions? Let's see. Did I miss anything? We got Lucy. I think I got everybody questions answered. Porsha, Lucille. Yes, Andy is the issue. Yep, I agree with you on that. What, y'all got any more questions here? All right, y'all. So I'm gonna probably come back a little bit later. I will see y'all. I'm gonna come back a little bit later. I'm about to get off here, so I will see y'all in the next video. I'm trying to